Hello and welcome to Warhead Technologies. In this video, we will give you a quick demo of how to use our JSON to HTML library. The demo will cover rendering Dropdown component from JSON. There are different methods in a library that can be found on our website, and we can use any of those methods. In addition, we have developed an API with the name Northwind API. As you can see on your screens, this API is freely available and accessible for all. It is developed in order to test our J2HTML library. Okay, let's start our demo. Before starting the demo, let me show you the introductory page of JSON to HTML library documentation. This library can be downloaded either from our website or it can be cloned from the Git repository. In the demo, we will use the second method, that is, we will clone this library from Git repository. As in this video, we will give you the demo of the Dropdown component. The Dropdown component has further 4 examples. First one is the simple dropdown. Second one is the get value on change or get value on changing the option. Third is the get value on clicking the option and then clicking the button. And fourth is a pre-option where we can add a title parameter. These are the required parameters, these 3, and these are the optional parameters that we will use in the demo for the types, or we can say for the examples of the dropdown. So let's start with the demo. Step 1 is to clone our J2HTML library on Visual Studio Code. For that, go to File, click Open Folder, and let's create a dummy folder here. Let's give it a name, Dropdown example. Click Select Folder. As you can see, currently the folder is empty. Now, go to View, click Terminal. Here we will continue with the cloning of our repository. For that, type git clone https://gitlab.com/j2html.get. Press enter. As you can see, the cloning is under process. Okay, as you can see, we are done with the cloning process. On the sidebar, you can see we have successfully cloned our J2HTML library. Now, step 2 is to make few changes in the code files. For that, we will first make the changes in the example.html. Let's say we create a container div. Inside this div, let's create a select and give it an ID ddl test. Let's give it a class form control, and let's put the closing tag. Go to File and save the current changes. Next, we will create a JS file. Let's say we give it a name, dropdown.js. Press enter. Here we'll write a function that will be called on the onClick functionality of our select tag we have just created. Get dropdown j2html.get URL, which is https://api.wahidtechnology.com /northwind /API /customer. Let's put it in a string. We'll add a comma, and further we'll create another function to return error result. J to HTML raw dot drop down Here we'll pass the required parameters that can be seen here on our documentation page. These three are the most important parameters, or required parameters. So we'll write data, we'll give it the value we have currently, append to parameter, we will append it in our div we have just created. Last parameter is the text, and the value. Let's put a semicolon here, here. Go to File and save the current changes. Now we will call this function on the on click of this select tag. We will go to File and save the current changes. Dropdown.js. Go to File and save the changes. Let's go back to browser and refresh our page. As you can see, we have successfully loaded the data in the dropdown. So this was our first example. Now we'll test the second example. This is our second value. This is our second option of the dropdown, and here is the documentation. We will go to dropdown.js file and make few changes here. We will add a function parameter on change, comma, function, the capital F, get selected value. Now we will define this function at the end. Selected value, we will have here selected value, comma, selected text, comma, and the data. We will show this in our alert. Let's close it. Go to File and save the changes made so far. Okay, let's go to browser and test our second example, the dropdown. As you can see, the option we have selected has been shown in the alert. Now let's test our third example, that is to get the value on a button click. For that, we will make few changes in the dropdown.js. Everything will remain the same except we will add here a new parameter, button ID, and we will give it a value btn get selected value and add a comma. Also, we will change the on value to click instead of change. Rest will remain the same. We will go to File and save the current changes. Next, we will add a button here that will be clicked and the selected option will be shown in the alert. btn get selected value. Let's set a text to get value. As you can see, we have selected the option around the horn. On clicking the button, we have received that option on the alert. Now let's get back with the last example of the drop down, that is we'll go to Visual Studio Code and make few changes in the dropdown.js. We will simply remove this function and add the parameter title. We'll also remove this. And now go to File and save the changes. Here we'll remove this button. Go to File and save the changes. Let's reload our example. As you can see, we have now the title of select customer, which is basically our pre-option basically. So that is all with the video. Thank you for watching the video.